Hey folks, Vortex here, back another review, and this is my double review for a change of. So number one, the HOLA, which is a single DD. I think it's priced just under $20, so it's very affordable. And this is their new Truthear again, their new DAC amp with the dual CS43198. I personally haven't tried that combo yet. I've tried the CS43131, I think it is. And that's about $69, so it's not too bad either. It's one of the cheapest I've seen with that DAC setup, dual DAC. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Shenzhen Audio Store for sending these both out to me. I was not paid to do this video, nor thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, obviously I've already opened the boxes, but HOLA gives you all the specs on the back. And I've already graphed these. And yeah, some specs about that as well, which is pretty much everything. So PCM to 768. There's up to 150 milliwatts at 32 ohm, which is enough. And yeah, let's just get into it. So from left to right, the earphones come in this kind of box. Very simple, saves on materials really. The earphones came in this kind of leather pouch. Seems to be fine really, nothing too special, does the job. You get a bunch of tips. I've already got two fitted, which was there. So you got normal kind of bore, and these are wide bore boys. For comfort, I prefer the normal bore. With the paperwork, nothing special. Some kind of thing you can buy, warranty certificate, and the manual, just specs and stuff like that. And the earphones themselves, so this is the cable it comes, which is, I think, it's not too bad at all. It reminds me of the more expensive models, but that's what they look like. It's all plastic. They're very basic, but it works. Right angle connector, and the cable is a little bit better than I expected. So yeah, not too bad. So the dongle adapter, which is here, quite nice. That glows up, red when it's low gain, and yellow when it's high gain. It's low gain by default. Volume control works in Windows. I'll talk about that in a bit. So it's 3.5 and 4.4. This is the cable they give you, which is the right length, and it's detachable. So also I tried it briefly in Windows, and you don't need drivers. There is a driver specifically for it, but it worked without it, so that's a bonus. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to review the earphones first. So I've already graphed it, and then the next part will be the DAC, and then the conclusion really. Yeah, so straight into the review of the Truthear HOLA. So this is the cable it comes with. It's like a better version of the one that came with the Aria. It's not braided. It's very flexible. For a budget cable, it's not too bad at all. I actually like it. The microphonics on it were better. Chin slider, which is maybe just enough if that really matters. And that's it. It's a bit rubbery, but it's not too bad at all. So yeah, I was quite happy with it. So let's get these off. Obviously very simple build. So yeah, so build quality seems fine. It's all plastic, and the inside's kind of a bit rubbery plastic. I had no issues with comfort, and plus when in the cold weather, as it is now winter, it's better to have, I think, something like this than something metal. And obviously because these are cheap, they're good enough beaters. So yeah, so fit's good, build's good. Yeah, so timbre of these is actually, again, very good. The driver that they've used seems to be more than good enough from what I could tell. And yeah, same for like technical performance. It's another one of those decent sets that's in the $20 range. Priced very aggressively and easily worth the $20. Well, just under $20. Obviously they've cheaped out a bit on the packaging, but I don't mind that, because this is what it's for, you know, the earphones themselves with a good enough cable, so you don't have to spend any more. And I was lucky I got away with the included tips. So yeah, pound sensitivity as well is straightforward as well. Nothing out of the ordinary, quite straightforward. So stage I thought was average. It could have done with a bit more, but that's it really. I had no issues with that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So onto the graph now, so you can see what it looks like. It's tuned more on the kind of safe side, really. So it's got I typically listen to electronic music, and this suits my library well because the mid bass, so like upper bass bleed into the lower mid range is what I like. It has a little bit of an elevation, so it gives enough punch. The DD, the views for decay seems fine. It's just I think just a decent overall set. Mid range, very smooth. Gradual bleed from the bottom to a gradual rise towards the treble. Everything sounds quite realistic, really. I was quite happy with it. And treble, it graphs a bit like the Aria, so this is quite a safe tuning. It's sometimes it can be slightly forward, see around the 3 to the 4K part. So there's an imbalance. I didn't notice that, but it just sometimes it can be a little bit forward. Apart from that, it was fine. The 8K is from the coupler. And yeah, pretty much another one of these like $20 winners. It's such a great time to be in the hobby. I prefer the fit of these over like the 7Hz Zero. That's another good set, and obviously the Tangsu Weiner is again another good set. I may do a video in the future about all the under $20 winners, but yeah, overall a great set for the money. It's hard not to recommend, to be honest, because it does everything well. Good cable, the tips are fine, the build quality is fine, and because it's not metal, it's fine. So yeah, so my conclusion is I do recommend it. It's an overall safe set, and it's not too aggressive everywhere. It depends on your libraries. It might suit some more than others, but it's a balanced kind of set. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So in the next clip, I'll do the audio adapter. So see you in the future. Yes, on to my review section of the Truthear SHIO, which is a funky name. Smaller construction, so it's kind of this grippy, rubbery leather kind of material. It's not too bad. There's the branding. Type-C only, obviously 4.4, 3.5. I'm glad they're going away from 2.5 because it's quite fragile. There's the volume control here, if it focuses. That controls in Windows as of this video, and same for your phone, so that does control. And that's LED there, so by default, like I said earlier, it is low gain, and then you press both in at the same time. That changes to yellow for high gain. That's with PCM. And yeah, very straightforward. So off my phone, it seems more than powerful enough through both connections. I tried the 4.4 with the Heyday Tangsu, the planar, and I tried the 3.5 with the actual, with the HOLA, so it worked fine. So the DAC they've used, the CS43198, it's usually slightly more expensive gear, and this, to me, for sheer sound quality, sounds just transparent. It's probably the best way. It just everything sounds natural and clear. There's no hiss or noise floor from what I could tell. It's a good sound, and for power output as well, it seems more than enough. I think this is $69.99, so it's one of the cheapest CS43198s. And obviously this is the cable it comes with, so no adapter if you want to put it to USB-A. So that's to bear that in mind. Yeah, so with Windows 10 I tried it with, I didn't need the drivers. It was just plug and play. It's up to you if you want to use them. I personally didn't need them. It worked fine for my... I think that's for Windows 7 users, maybe Windows 8.1. And yeah, it works perfectly fine. It gets slightly warm in use. And here's the manual it comes with. So there's the specs, if you want to pause that. So it can pull 4 volts, which is not too bad. 8-put power, 150 milliwatts at 32 ohm. I don't know if that's through the balance connection or 3.5, but it's still enough for IEMs, where it's more than enough for IEMs. You can up to 768 and DSD 256. I only tried it via PCM. And that's it. So that's to do the gain. That's the colours. There's a link for the driver. I personally didn't try, and there's 12-month warranty and stuff like that. So overall it works fine. There's also no microphone link, so bear that in mind. But yeah, battery life on my phone seems fine. It doesn't seem like not like the Centrants, which are super power hungry beasts. This is actually fine. Yeah, I think they cut a little few, I think, corners with the packaging and slightly with the design. It's very basic, but because of that, it's cheaper for the consumer. And it works fine. Say if you want good audio over your laptop, for example, there you go. Again, it works with my Android phone, which is a Redmi Note 10 Pro, and my Windows 10 laptop, Windows 10 PC, plug and play. It worked. Yeah, just up to 32-bit. I think 768, which is way overkill. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It works fine. The volume steps are more than enough. If you hold it down, it speeds the volume change up or down. I think that's pretty much it. It's a good sounding DAC, dongle DAC, and it's pretty good. So yeah, conclusion, do I recommend it? Yes. Right, easy rec. A good competition for this, or I don't have one, is the J. Cali AP98, which is more expensive than this, considering it's from a less kind of, rather not less known, but slightly more niche, shall we say, kind of brand. But yeah, good set. You may need an adapter for your computer or laptop or whatever, but it seems to work fine. I think that's pretty much it. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. And I hope you like a double video to keep it quicker. Saves doing it twice. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Take care.